hour and a quarter. I've probably got about 10 minutes left to share with you. But the pattern that I'm asking everyone to get into is to schedule time directly after the webinar to actually implement things, to do the home play, and to get work done. I want everybody to set aside 1 hour per week, and I want your best hour. I don't want the Friday afternoon close off last hour before you're heading home or off to the pub for a drink. I want the best hour you've got in each week for you to dedicate to your marketing. And this refers to the planning, the home plays, the strategy, the planning of the tactics. I want your very best hour. And a home play that you have for now is to actually jot down in your planner what that hour is. So typically, if we have a webinar, try and put it directly after the webinar. But if we don't have a webinar, remember what we said last time about patterns. Success is based on patterns. It's not a one-off hit. It's not a lucky wonder. So what's your hour of implementation every single week? That's the minimum. What's your hour? So jot it down and plug it into your diary. Okay, so for you to complete for this particular session, if you can bring your eyes back to the webinar and away from the sheets that you might be looking at, the soft copies, your home play, which ideally most of you are going to complete within this next hour, is to actually complete this sheet, to fill in the figures, if you haven't already, that belong in column D of your sales and new prospects targets. Don't worry if it's slightly wrong. Don't worry if you're not sure the exact average value of a sale. If you get it wrong by a few dollars here or there, it doesn't matter. The key thing is to work out the metrics at an overview level so that you can work out your total number of qualified prospects that you require. Let's jump back into the slides so I can show you where you should be by now, so that I can then also show you what's the last bit of your home play, and also talk you through what's next. So I've had a really good look at the dashboard. That's the image you're looking at here. Where should you be up to by now? Well, by now your why should be really clear and articulated in your soft copy business plan. If you haven't already watched the Simon Sinek video as per the home play, make sure you cover it off. As soon as you've watched the video, work out your own reasons why. This piece on why will be pervasive in your marketing, and you can bank on your marketing efforts and results improving as soon as you become very clear on your why. You'll notice from today's session that your why is also really important in helping to inspire yourself to stick with the journey and to keep on the journey that you've started, as well as inspirational for other members of your team. So first piece, make sure your why is now clear and articulated in your business plan. The next piece that you should have covered by now, your value proposition, should by now be very clear and also articulated in your business plan. Make sure it's not just in your head. If you want to systematize, you want to make sure that you're following a system and that the system works. Make sure that things are not just living in your head. Put it down in your business plan. Your home play for today. See, I've left the heading in there from last time, but it's really just one piece. It's the piece in the red writing. Complete the targets worksheet in your B2B marketing dashboard. That's the soft copy spreadsheet. And also make sure you send through the images to me, 1 image per category, just 1 image per category. Make sure you put the heading in there of B2B photos. That's the home play. So what's next? Well, we're going to get going on the journey of LinkedIn. And in fact, I was lucky enough last week to catch up with Ed Cook. Ed Cook is one of the players on the game. This guy has not only trained, but he's also coached MBA students at the Melbourne Business School on how to use LinkedIn. So he's really worked out the ins and outs. I thought, sure, I've set up groups and I could jump in and set it up, but I want to make sure that we start to give people in the game an opportunity to get to know others and to get to know others in the context of what they're really good at. Ed has really invested a lot of time to understand the ins and outs of LinkedIn, and we did a cool collaboration. He introduced me not only to a Pint of Milk cafe over in Newtown where they make a fantastic brewed chai, but Ed also recorded a couple of short videos, one showing you how to set up a group. So Ed actually went ahead and set up the group for the B2B game. And then the second video that Ed recorded is how to accept an invitation to a group. So over the course of this week, we'll publish those two videos to you. And my request is that you jump in, you watch the videos. They're really fairly short. They'll not only show you how we set up the group, the LinkedIn group for the B2B game, but they will also show you what to do. In other words, how to gain access and get accepted to a group. The particular group that we've set up is a closed group, so it's not open for everyone. It's by invitation only. And this group will be just for B2B players. It's not open to other people who are not B2B players. So part of your home play will actually also be to watch the videos and to get access to the group. There's no doubt there are people who are sharing opinions, but notice the power of this. A lot of people are sharing their opinions, but the opinions are being shared with just me. As I'm at the center of the hub, what I'm going to do here is by setting up the LinkedIn group, I'm going to make the hub accessible to everyone and allow everyone to share with everyone via the hub. So notice the power here. I have no doubt people will start to share opinions. Step by step, we'll show people how to set up conversation threads. Track with us. This is entry level 101 into LinkedIn. Make sure for this week you grab the videos and that you actually join the group. So you'll see how to start. You'll see how to accept an invitation. The next session that we have together is on niche selection. By niche selection, we're referring to which are the specific groups or categories of prospective customers that you'll go after. Suffice to say that niche selection is one of the most important pieces in your whole marketing puzzle. Really, it's easy to explain that once you work out exactly which kinds of customers you're going for, it will just become so much easier for you to work out where do they hang out, online and offline. What bits of bait do you need to put on the end of your hooks? What do you need to say in your web, on your web page, in your blogs, in your proposals, in your email communications, your email signatures? A lot of this will hinge around going through an exercise and being able to select the niches that you want to go after. I'll share with you a couple of inspirational stories of people or organizations who absolutely turned their entire business around just by becoming very clear on the niche. So if you haven't already done this exact exercise or something like it, marketing will never be the same for you once you've covered off on niche selection. I also want to make sure that by now everybody has in their diaries the full day of training that we'll have on the 9th of August. That's really shaping out to be an exciting day. I'm still giving some thought as to whether we just keep it in-house B2B players only or whether we potentially invite a handful of special guests. I know every time we invite special guests, it's a great opportunity for people who are in the group. I invite you to share an email with me with your opinion on should we be inviting other people. And I'm going to take that a step further. I'm actually going to jump into our LinkedIn group. I'm going to pose the question, should we invite some external guests? So skip the email, wait for the LinkedIn group, get into it, and let's pose the question there and let's watch the opinions circulate. That's it from me for now. I will hang around on the webinar. If people have questions, please fire them at me. Hopefully by now you'll notice in the control panel that you have, there's a questions section. So if you just click on the plus sign, it makes the questions section bigger and you can pop a question in there. I'll stay on for at least the next 15 minutes. But it's been a pleasure. We're almost an hour in. please make sure you use, it probably won't take you a full hour, but please make sure you use the time you have available right now to actually complete the home play as far as you can. And I look forward to catching you at the next webinar. Have a fantastic morning, a great day, and an awesome week. Team, I'll make a habit of answering questions at the end of the session. So if you want to stay on and catch what other people have asked, get answers, I'll answer these verbally. A couple of big smiley faces. Thank you for those. Someone's asked a question about the new revenue. Can that be sales from existing clients, or do we mean totally new business? They can be from new clients. It definitely can be from new clients. So when you're filling out your targets, definitely you would include new revenue from existing clients. I do know, though, that a lot of people on this particular program trying to work out how to get new leads and more leads into the system. Certainly a lot of what we're going to focus on will be how to get brand new leads. But Rosemary, definitely we know for sure that it's a lot less expensive to give great service to existing clients and to get additional revenue from existing clients than it is to find brand new ones. So definitely pay attention to the existing ones, and certainly you should include in your targets, in your sales targets, new revenue from existing clients. Someone's asked a question. One person will actually be away in Queensland. It's Braith for the 9th of August. How can you get the value from the day if you can't attend? One of the most important things to come out of there will be the sales training. We actually have already recorded all of the sales training, so that we'll make available to you. And in terms of the other key components, we will record each of the key lessons and you'll be able to access them. A couple of people have said, thanks, lots to think about, good on you. Hopefully these workshops, webinars are designed to stimulate thought. But keep in mind, it's not just the thinking. Make sure you take action. Paul's asked a question about organic growth, i.e. is organic growth an option? If the products and services are different, would these be classed as new leads? So I'm interpreting that as products and services being different, i.e. different products and services to existing customers. Hopefully I've answered that with Rosemary, but if you did intend differently, Paul, please jot the question again or word it differently if I haven't already answered. I'm just going to pause showing the screen, so you'll go back to the waiting room, but I will stay online so that I can jump in and have a look at a couple of things to answer your questions. Braith has asked, Braith, you've got something for your group that you're presenting to and you want to know whether you'll have access to the videos ahead of Wednesday. It's possible, the plan was actually to publish on Wednesday. It's possible that it's done before the end of tomorrow, but I don't want to commit until I can be more sure. So the absolute commitment is this week, but hopefully we'll have them up. in time for you. Peter has asked the difference between in the dashboard, number of new business opportunities you've created or received this month versus number of new qualified prospects. The difference between an opportunity and a prospect is one person or organization. An opportunity, you might get several opportunities from the same organization. So you could potentially have no new qualified prospects this month, but you might have 5 new opportunities. Those opportunities would then have come from existing clients or people you already have a relationship with. So new business opportunities refers to an opportunity to close a sale, a new project or something that has come up. A new qualified prospect is a new organization that you're meeting or a new person that you're meeting for the first time. Darren has asked, where will the session be in August? We have a range of different venues. Typically all of them are city or city fringe. So potentially Abbotsford, potentially St Kilda, potentially South Melbourne. It'll be one of those 3. And typically what we do is we lock in the venue a couple of weeks out, which is about now, and then we publish 1 week out from the workshop or the seminar day where exactly it'll be.